Sports on Tap Detroit, brought to you by Tap and Barrel Grill, the Realtors of the Joe Wright Group, Jason Stiltner of Flagstar Bank, Baldman Entertainment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
We are tonight's entertainment.
We're here to fuck shit up.
Sports the way it should be. Nothing sugar-coated, with loaded with all the information you wanted. From legends to prospects, nothing's off limits. Chris and Joe be taking on all topics with no stopping. They keep it rolling and going and ball hopping at a rate that's hard stopping. With news that's jaw dropping, they're getting it in. Sports Center competition, man, they in it to win. This ain't a fluke, from Carolina to Duke, from MSU to Michigan. You'll know if you listening, if you ain't, you missing it. All the excitement, they shock like a thundercloud and ride with lightning. Get it together, you know ain't nobody better. Bring heat than cold weather. You better put on a sweater, you better just let it go and all come and attack. Sit back, relax, let's tell them it's on tap.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Welcome to episode 190 of Sports on Tap Detroit, alongside Joe Waddell. I'm Chris Scott. Joe, how are you?
I'm fantastic, man.
You sound like it.
I'm great.
Obviously, as you can see, we've started a little late tonight.
What?
We apologize for that. Sometimes life gets in the way, work gets in the way, etc.
Yes, it was work today. Not even going to try to bullshit. It was work today.
But we are obviously on the air, so thank you for everybody that's listening at home or wherever you're at. So we didn't do a show last week. We were going to do a show Friday. I wasn't feeling well, so that's why we did not do a show. But we're back.
Yes. How you feeling now, buddy?
Better. Still not great. It's time of year, man. Sinuses.
Yeah.
It's just like, no. No.
No, I feel you. Actually, it's funny because Friday night when I got home,
Yeah.
I started feeling that going on, the drip almost,
Yeah.
and like the little bit of a sore throat in the very back, and it's like, man, I woke up Saturday, had some nasty drainage and stuff, but thankfully I started killing it Friday night when I felt it.
Yeah.
And by Sunday, it was kind of mainly gone. It didn't actually, it didn't hit me like it did this last time that it hit me. It hit me pretty good, but it didn't this time.
Mine was just mainly the sinus pressure. You know, they get that like behind your eyes or whatever, and I'm just like, it felt like just talking. It was just felt like a hammer. I'm like, no, I don't want to do this.
Can't. Naga.
No, exactly. not gonna do this anyway. So, but we're back, obviously, and obviously we didn't do a show. So since then, kind of, we're not the biggest NBA fans by any means, right?
I think that's fair.
I think we've repeatedly said that we will somewhat pay attention when the Pistons are good. And as of today, the Pistons are really good.
That's what I've heard.
They are first in the East.
I've heard.
Which I want to give them their flowers. I mean, last year they got into the playoffs, which was a pretty exciting time, I suppose. You know, that was a good series against the Knicks, even though they lost. So it's nice to see them kind of carry that momentum into this season and kind of right now being, quote, the beasts of the East, you know, for lack of a better term. But
Well, let's put it this way. For people that don't follow basketball very much, they're 12-2.
Yeah.
And I believe they just finished a 10-game win streak.
I believe they did, yes. And they've actually looked pretty good.
And I don't
doing
follow basketball, and yet I know that.
Right. I've watched a little bit more than I normally do, which is barely nothing. So I watched a little bit more. I've caught some stuff here and there.
You watch slightly more than nothing?
Yes, I've watched slightly more than nothing. Because like I said, if they're good, I will. As the season goes on, the more and more I will pay attention to them. Just because I'm sorry, the product itself sucks.
Overall, yes.
Overall, yes. But this is kind of leading me to something I wanted to get into, and I was thinking about this earlier today. Because we can go the NHL route, too. Basically, the story with the NHL is everybody sucks except Colorado. Like, flat out. The league itself is... Gary Bettman got his wish. He got parity across the board. Mm-hmm. Parity. The NBA has now got its wish. They have parity across the board. The NFL has gotten its wish. They have parity across the board, right? Now, the more I think about this, and I understand why these leagues want parity, is because it keeps fan bases interested longer, so they'll spend more money, gate revenue, etc. But I think this parity notion has hurt the overall product of all three of these leagues.
Okay.
Like you look at the NHL right now. The NHL is garbage right now. It's fucking garbage. The product itself is bad. There's individual stuff that's really good. There's individual players that are really good, that are great, exciting. A lot of young talents coming up. It's fantastic, right? But the overall product, these teams suck because of parity. Because the talent pool is so watered down, and you can't make moves to make teams better. You can't make trades. You can't sign free, like all these free. This was supposed to be one of the bigger free agent classes coming up after this season, right? Everybody signed with their teams because nobody has any money because of the salary cap, and this is what Gary wanted. He wanted a parity league where everybody has a chance. Everybody has a chance, but in doing that, I think it's turned the actual product into hot garbage. And we've seen this with the NBA. The NBA is it's a terrible product. Would you agree with me on that?
Absolutely.
And then you look
For me.
You look at the NFL now. You have like two horrendous teams in the Raiders, and sorry, Frank, the Raiders are fucking garbage, and the Titans, right? Mm-hmm. And then you have a whole pile of mid, and then you have maybe 4 good teams, but there's no great team because of parity. Now, I guess my question about all this is, do you like it the way it is with parity, or would you rather have great teams?
I prefer it with parity.
Okay. You'd rather see a shittier product with parity than have, like, say, 4 or 5 great teams and a better
so
product.
if I'm looking at, I'm going to look at the sports that I really like,
Okay.
right? So if I look at baseball,
Yeah.
baseball is not really parity.
No, it isn't, but it's the only one that doesn't have a cap.
Right. So if I'm looking at that, and then I look at the NFL, I prefer the NFL, which is my favorite sport. My favorite sport is football. I prefer it with parity. I prefer to not have a bunch of front runners. Now, to me, that parity doesn't. To me, it's not you have parity and shitty football or a shittier product,
No.
or you have 3 or 4 really good teams and a better product. To me, that doesn't necessarily they don't necessarily go hand in hand.
Okay.
I think sometimes you will have a shitty product even with a couple of dominant teams, and you will have a good product with a lot of middling teams. When the talent is dispersed, kind of like it is in college right now,
Yeah.
you have parity. To me, that doesn't mean you have a shittier product. It means you just don't necessarily know who's going to win every game. And to me, that's a little more exciting. I like the fact that, and I know it's the motto of the NFL, any given Sunday. I prefer the motto of any given Sunday, truly, because we didn't always have that. I like the fact that every week we're looking at games going, man, I didn't fucking see that coming. Holy shit, I didn't see that coming.
Right.
I enjoy that. I enjoy a little bit of the chaos, right?
Yeah.
Chaos.
Now,
I love that.
I think in the NBA and the NHL's case, I think another contributing factor to this is there's too many fucking teams. Flat out, there's too many teams.
And I agree with that.
There are 32 teams, and
So
32 teams in the NHL, and according to reports, they're going to add 2 more.
And at that point, the talent is watered down.
Oh,
in
it's
my
incredibly watered down.
opinion. Right. So, not that every player out there isn't really good at what they do.
Yeah.
Just they're on the lower end of being really good at what they do. And that to me does water down the product, right? And I agree with you in that sense for those two. That there's just too many teams.
There's too many teams, but I look at it when you say you have like your own free agents, kind of like the bird rights, right? You have your own free agents. You should be able to sign them to whatever you want, as long as they're your free agents, right? So say your team is good, and you have a superstar player coming up for a contract extension. It's his free agent year, like Connor McDavid, for instance, right? You should be able to sign him to whatever he wants, but you can only take up 20% of the cap. So he should get 20% of that, of whatever, but it shouldn't count against your salary cap like that, you know? Mm-hmm. And I think that would make teams better. I do. Because what happens is these guys move. You know, they'll take up so much of the cap, and you can't make the teams better, which in turn I think makes everybody mid because you can't make your teams better. You know, like that's just now if you want to sign an unrestricted free agent from another team, then yes, that should count against your overall salary cap, right?
Right.
But if it's your own guy, it should be like half of. Say he's making. It counts like $15 million against the cap, right? Mm-hmm. It should be 10. You know.
Yeah.
Just so you have that money, so you can actually make these teams better, because there's just this product has just not been good. And I know it's a condensed schedule because of the Olympics. I get that. Guys are tired. There's so many injuries going on now. The Leafs have like 9 starters out right now. Like that's absurd. And again, I get it because of condensed schedule and whatever other reasons. A lot of teams are having injury problems. I think there's only 3 teams right now in the NHL that haven't used injury reserve right now. I think the Wings and there's like 2 other teams. That's ridiculous to me. And again, do I want Olympic hockey? Of course I do. But it's just it's hurt the product 100%. It has, because these guys they can't practice because there's no time to do it. But I don't know. Like I said, I wanted to get your thoughts on the whole parity thing. It's kind of a catch-22 for me. Like I like it because it does keep teams in the race longer. But I also kind of like the days when, it was like Dallas versus San Francisco, like those type like that. Like when the Red Wings and the Rangers were spending a ton of money. I kind of like those days as well.
With the NFL, I do miss the days of the Dallas-San Francisco rivalry. But again, the trade-off there was, man, these other teams don't have a fucking shot. You know what I mean? And it was a trade-off. It was. And now I kind of enjoy, and again, this is me saying I don't necessarily have a dog in the fight. We've talked about this, right? Mm-hmm. I haven't necessarily been a team rooting guy in the NFL for a long time. Yes, I rooted for the Patriots, but it wasn't the same. Yes, I root for the Browns, but it's not the same. I just like watching football. Mm-hmm. I enjoy placing bets on football, and I enjoy having fantasy football teams.
Okay.
That's the joy I get out of it. So I don't really have a dog in each fight. Really, other than the one I bet on, but I bet on them based on the fact that anybody can win any game, and I look at it game to game, not by season to season.
Right.
So I enjoy that now. I've adapted to enjoying that NFL. I would say back when I was younger, I did really enjoy the Dallas-San Francisco rivalry.
It was great, and I didn't like either of those teams, but I liked that.
I was a huge Niners fan.
I know you were. Like I didn't like
enjoyable.
either of those teams, but
hated Dallas.
But it
still
was
do.
But you knew they were going to meet in the NFC Championship game. You knew that was like the de facto Super Bowl.
Yep.
And it was great. Loved it. And now you see all these teams, you're like, who's good? Like, we don't know who's good. There's definitely nobody great.
There isn't.
And
there isn't anybody great. Especially this season. This is a season where there really is no standouts.
No, they're really, like, it's wide open this year, You see, like, the Broncos are 9-2, and the Patriots are, they've only lost twice.
It's Taylor Swift's legs, wide open.
Nice. I like that. But staying on the NFL topic here, but going to your team somewhat, I guess.
Do we have to?
No, kind of. But I don't necessarily want to, but I feel like it needs to be addressed that just the amount of coverage Shedeur has gotten, just whether it be negative or positive or whatever, it doesn't matter. He's a 5th-round pick, guys. Like, enough. Who cares? Like, we got to stop with this shit.
Yep.
Like, seriously.
I couldn't agree more.
It's a 5th-round fucking pick. Like,
dude,
stop.
So there's Cleveland fans that they went from the ones that were all over Deshaun Watson and just craving him on the team.
Yeah.
Even when he'd have bad games, they would be out there just defending him. I think those people have all switched over to Shadurs. You know, and the same ones that would call everybody Baker Bros, which was just the weirdest thing ever because
Baker Bros?
Oh yeah, it was a thing.
Oh, all right.
If you backed Baker Mayfield during that time frame where they got Deshaun Watson, you would have rather seen Baker, or if you were a Baker defender while he was on the team and Odell Beckham Jr.'s dad was putting out mixtapes about how he sucked, you were a Baker bro.
And racist, apparently.
And racist. So,
Which is like this with Shadur.
right, because, you know, fuck the Dylan Gabriel, who is, I'm not even sure what he is. Is he Asian? Is he Hawaiian?
I think he's mixed.
Is he mixed? I don't know.
I think he's mixed.
But again, we know Shadur is black. So if you're not rooting for Shadur and you're rooting for the other guy,
Racist.
whatever he is, you're racist. You don't want to see him succeed because you don't like black people succeeding, which could not be further from the truth for most people that are just like, enough with the Shadur Sanders bullshit, okay? He was 4 for 16.
Yep. Against all odds. Did you see that headline?
No, I
Against
didn't.
all odds. 4 for 16. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And there's going to be defenders saying, and here I am trying to make picks too, but you're going to see people saying, well, he didn't prep for the game. He got called in. Yeah, your job is to be ready when you get called in. I don't care if you're fucking getting first team reps in practice or not.
Yeah.
Your job is to be ready when you get called in. To me, whether it's because the team didn't set him up to succeed or because he's not set up to succeed himself, it was a failure. 4 for 16, dude.
And of course, you got people saying Stefanski just doesn't want him to succeed. And it's like, think about what you're saying right now. That dude's trying to save his job. Why would he not want Shadur to succeed? Why would he not want any quarterback to succeed?
You got me.
Like, that dude's probably going to get fired after this season.
I mean, and deservedly so at this point.
Deservedly so.
Even though he won 2
Right,
coaches of the year.
right.
2.
So please explain to me why he wouldn't want either of those quarterbacks to succeed.
And I want to explain this to people that don't get it. I know you get it. This dude, Kevin Stefanski, has won 2 Coach of the Year awards
Yeah.
for the Browns, not for other teams.
Impressive.
For the Browns.
Yeah.
And yet he's probably still going to get fired this year because, in all honesty, he has failed. And honestly, Andrew Berry should be fired as well because he has drastically failed. It's been nothing but a failure after failure after failure.
Yes, but when you have owners who
Are failures.
are failures, like, but they're billionaires, not failures. I'm like, no.
Maybe not in life.
You could have all the money in the world. It doesn't matter. But you can still be a failure in this venture, which they clearly have been.
Yes. I mean, in life, succeeding.
Yeah.
Billions of dollars? Sure.
But
You're
as
succeeding in life.
NFL team owner, colossal failure.
Failing.
Yes.
Miserably. Failing.
And now you're going to move the team out of Cleveland proper into this new stadium, which apparently now these stadiums, they all look the same as like the Raiders stadium now.
They're making them look like Roombas?
Yes. At least the inside. It's going to look basically the exact same. So yeah, that's okay. That's cool. Whatever. Anyways, let's get into the week that was in the NFL.
Yes. As I still try to make my picks over here, too.
Oh, yes. Well, you know who you should pick.
I do. Jason Stiltner from Flagstar Bank.
Yes. If you're a homeowner or looking to be a first-time home buyer, give Jason Stiltner, Senior Loan Officer at Flagstar Bank, a call today at 248-752-3631. Jason has great mortgage programs for first-time home buyers, including down payment assistance options and excellent interest rates. Again, give my guy Jason Stiltner from Flagstar Bank a call today at 248-752-3631 and get the excellent service you deserve. Flagstar Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 27546.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we start out with the Thursday night game, which was Jets and Patriots. Not much to say about this game. I mean, the Patriots took care of business, which they should have done because the Jets are terrible. The Patriots are good. Really end of story. I got nothing really else on that.
Yeah, and man, Drake May
He's good.
has it. He's good,
He's in the MVP conversation.
100%.
I don't think he is the MVP, but he's in the conversation.
He's for sure in the conversation.
Like we talked about, I think it was a couple episodes ago, we talked about take Jonathan Taylor out of it because they're never going to give it to a running back.
They won't, and it sucks. But to me,
right now, it's a two-man race.
it would go to Jonathan Taylor. But again, we know that's never going to
I agree with you.
So if it was your vote, what would you vote? Jonathan Taylor?
Yes.
Okay, so we both agree on that one. Let's remove that.
Taking him out.
Because we know it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Who is it for you?
Matt Stafford.
Okay, and
Drake May.
okay.
Yeah.
I have the same, and I actually have Matt Stafford in my mind right now.
I have him winning it. So do I. That's why I said Matt Stafford first.
Okay.
Because I have him winning it.
Yep. So
But I was told he wasn't good.
Yeah,
He's not good.
I heard that too, and there's still people in local media here saying that he doesn't deserve to make the Hall of Fame.
Oh my god.
Now, this is a person that you and I both know trolls people on purpose.
Yeah.
I don't know if he actually believes what he's saying or he's just trolling, but literally was a conversation that he shouldn't make the Hall of Fame. I couldn't even get past hearing that to even hear the reasons why that was his thought.
I don't even know how you could say that and be taken serious. Like, honestly. Like, what?
You're just angry he didn't do enough in Detroit.
Right. Like,
at this point.
There's legitimately no logical reason for you to say that other than you're a hater, like, flat out.
100%.
Like, flat, that's it. And frankly, you're ignorant now. Congratulations.
Pretty close.
We got a twofer. Good job. Moving on to the Buccaneers and Bills. The game was exciting for the first roughly 3 quarters of it. Back and forth, Baker and Josh Allen just going toe for toe. It was great, moving the ball up and down the field, touchdowns, and then the Bills finally pulled away, taking it 44-32. That was vintage Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Flat out. Like, he's like, okay, it's time for me to actually, go, quote, God mode. And he did. And I can't believe that stat, that he's the only quarterback to ever have 3 rushing touchdowns and 3 passing touchdowns in a game.
Yeah.
He's done it twice.
Yeah, that's
I heard that stat. I'm like, there's no, especially you live through like the Randall Cunningham era, Michael Vick, Lamar, guys like that. They've never done. I can't believe they've never done that. I heard it was Allen that was the only one that's done it, and he's done it twice. I'm like, oh, all right, that's actually pretty cool.
Pretty impressive.
It was. I think it was a good win for the Bills. I do. Their rush defense still is awful. But I thought they played slightly better defensively, I guess, in the secondary. Overall, it's still not enough to get it done in the playoffs. Unless, because you shouldn't have to count on Josh Allen to play like that every game. You shouldn't. But
it's a recipe for disaster.
It really is, because I think that's putting too much on him. I think it's putting too much on any quarterback to have to do that on a weekly basis.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously with James Cook, they kind of, it seemed like they keyed on him to kind of shut that down. But I mean, he had an all right game, nothing fantastic by any means. But I'll take the W for sure. So they moved to 7-3 and kind of keep pace with the Patriots in the division. But as for the Bucs, Baker did his thing, man. But I felt like he was getting harassed like all day. I think the Bills' defensive line was getting to him.
And in retrospect, Tampa's offensive line is not playing very well.
It is not. So
he is running for his life most plays back there.
Yeah. So I don't know if that speaks more to Buffalo's defensive line or Tampa's offensive line. It's probably a mixture of both.
Probably a mixture of both, because I would say
I would lean more toward Tampa's offensive line.
I would agree, and not to talk shit about Buffalo, but I would agree with that, because we've seen a lot of games where Baker has to scramble and has to make plays with his legs at this point, because he's getting pressured a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
So,
but like I said, good win for the Bills. Take it. Moving on to this turd of a football game. Sorry, guys in Spain that had to watch this.
Oh, Lord.
Dolphins and Commanders. Dolphins take it 16-13. There's really nothing to say about this other than it was a game that was on at 9:30 in the morning. and I got nothing else. This was a terrible fucking football game, like flat out. End.
End of story.
Like seriously, end.
I didn't watch any of it.
I said it was a game that was on. It was 9:30 in the morning. I'm like, fuck it, Sunday I'll put it on. I feel like shit anyway, so what the hell? Boom. Okay. Watching it, going, I frankly should just be sleeping.
I saw none of that.
It would be better than whatever this shit is. But both these teams are bad. Flat out bad. Panthers Falcons. This game was actually relatively exciting. It goes to overtime. Panthers take it 30-27. Bryce Young, 31-45, 448, and 3 touchdowns. Solid.
Very solid.
The Falcons, man, woof. I thought they were going to be better.
So did they.
And then Penix gets hurt again. He's probably out for the year.
He's out for the year.
Like another knee injury.
Yep.
Like that's what
But
is
then
that
they
like?
kept Cousins.
Yeah, right. Like how many surgeries is that going to be for Penix? Like 10?
So it's going to be the third ACL surgery, I believe.
Jesus. Like at what point did he just say, "All right, man, enough"? You know?
I mean, I don't know. At a certain point, he might be the bionic man. He's just
Seriously,
he's
man.
not going to have any bits and pieces of his own legs anymore. It's just going
I
to be
don't know.
all.
It's just not good, not good. But anyways, Panthers take it 30-27, and they're 6-5.
Yeah.
They're on the outskirts. They're on the fringes of the wild card, man.
Yep.
Which I don't think any of us saw that coming. Well, didn't you just say like a little bit before they were kind of that dark horse type team?
Yeah, I was actually going to pull up the preseason
Yeah,
picks. I think I did have something in there about.
I think you did as well, if I remember,
About
if I
them.
remember correctly.
Yep.
Okay.
Playoff sleeper team, Panthers.
Well, there you go. Look at you, buddy. Nostradamus.
I know some shit every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
Really, only when it comes to football, though. I got the
Yeah.
rest of the shit in my life. I don't have a clue, but know, football, I got it going on.
Moving on, Texans Titans. Again, not much to say about this game. Texans take it 16-13. The Titans are bad. The Texans. I don't know what this team is. Are they good? Are they bad? Is Davis Mills good? I don't know. Davis Mills, whatever the hell
Davis
his name
Mills.
is. Is it Davis Mills or Davis?
Davis.
Okay. CJ Stroud, I don't know if he's coming back ever this season.
Well, he's got a concussion right now,
Yeah.
and he can't clear protocol.
It's not ideal. I think again the Titans is just
Not good.
not good.
Not
Like I
good.
said earlier, there's like two like horrendous teams in this league, and it's the Titans and the Raiders.
Yep.
Like that just turd they laid last night against Dallas. Oh my god. Woo. No good.
That was
not good.
That was a shit show.
It really was. Bears Vikings. Bears come back, win it late. JJ, man.
The Bears are in first place.
I've heard that. The Bears are in first place.
Ben Johnson. And
We didn't need him.
And the Bears
They didn't need him.
are in first place in the division, man. Wow. I'm not gloating or rubbing it in. I'm literally surprised. I'm just saying, it surprises me. The Bears,
As I'm reading right here, it says 1. Chicago.
Caleb Williams, the Bears, Ben Johnson, first place in the division.
It's wild, man.
Moving on.
Yes, so Bears take it late, 1917.
They've had a lot of come from behind wins too.
They have, and
They
they're-
can't. Here, that's a recipe for disaster too.
It
As
is.
much as I like to say and gloat about it a little bit,
yeah.
that is a recipe for disaster because you cannot keep relying on winning late in
No.
games. You can't.
It's
Like, look at Kansas City last year. Yeah, they relied on it for a while, and they won them all last year. This year, they're losing all those
They
close
are.
games. So, like, that's a double-edged sword that you eventually will
It
get cut
is.
with. You'll
Like,
get cut with it.
It's cool that you find a way to win, but why are you in that position to begin with?
Right. You can't always be putting yourself in
Right.
that position. Like, it's great to know how to do it, and
Yeah.
it's great to have the ability to stick it out till the end and win. But if that's an every game thing, you're failing in the early portion of the
Yeah.
game to set yourself up in that position to have to do that.
At some point, it's going to come back and kick you in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like, flat out, it's going to happen. But, so they They take another one, and then you look at the Minnesota side of this. JJ, man.
Oof. I love how we both said the same thing on it. Oof.
Dude, this just tells you that Harbaugh was a genius and to not let him throw the ball. Mm-hmm. Say, here, Blake Corum, just run. Yep. Here, Donovan Edwards, just run. We can't have this guy throw the ball. Like, flat out. Like,
but again, you and I both, we're Michigan fans, and we questioned
his footwork. It sucks.
We questioned his footwork. We questioned his arm strength to the outside.
Yep.
And we questioned his ability to actually read and react to a defense.
Yep.
Now, it doesn't mean that right now we're 100% correct and he's never going to be that. But it's kind of proving what our question was. Mm-hmm. Why did he get drafted so early? What did they see that we didn't see? Watching Michigan as much as we did, watching what happened, for some reason the narrative became, well, they didn't need him to throw the ball that much. But if they did, he would have been able to do it because he's that good.
But we didn't know that.
But that was our point. Right. I think that was both of our points. Is that okay? But you didn't know that. You can say you think he'd be good, and the few throws he had to make a game, he looked pretty good, right? But he didn't have all of the tools.
No,
from what you could see.
No.
Again, he couldn't throw the long out route.
No.
He didn't necessarily need to read and react to a defense. But again, if you don't need to do that, that's something that you can't just know how to do.
Right.
You have to be in positions to do it. And so could he learn that in the NFL? Could he get there as far as reading and reacting to a defense in the NFL? He can.
Yeah. He can also fix his mechanics, too.
He can, but he can't fix his arm strength, truthfully.
You can to a degree.
To a degree, but again, to me, arm strength, if it's not there by the time you've made it to the NFL, you're not getting that arm strength. Your arm strength is what it is once you hit the NFL. You can get better at your read and react. You can get better at your reading routes and at your leading receivers, and you can get better at a lot of things. To me, the arm strength doesn't get better after you hit the NFL, in my opinion. It just doesn't. Your arm strength is what it is by the time you get there, for the most part, right? I mean, that's and
I'll push back on that a little bit simply because you see like a pitcher when he gets to the show, right? They can increase his arm strength. Why can't they do it with a quarterback?
Okay, to a certain degree, I would agree with that, I guess, with the baseball analogy. But I think it's a very different mechanic of a pitcher pitch than a quarterback throw.
That I will agree with you because the throwing the football is different than throwing a baseball.
The arm torque for throwing a baseball is really what gets you your velocity.
I'd say it's more lower body than anything.
Lower body, but again, it's also the torque at which you fling your arm, right? I mean, a quarterback is not necessarily going to develop that same thing that a pitcher would at getting a faster fastball, right? You just don't see it that much in the NFL. You don't see a quarterback come in where they say his arm strength is lacking, and then all of a sudden 3 years in, you're like, oh man, he's flinging the ball 60, 70 yards down the field. You just don't see that develop. And can they? Maybe they just don't. Maybe they can, and they just don't. I don't know.
Also, and I this kind of goes to his mechanic, especially his footwork, because when you see him throw, his front foot is always off to one side or the other. It's never toward where he's throwing.
Right.
And that takes away velocity in and of itself. It just does, like flat out. When you see a pitcher throw, his foot is always going toward.
Tell me whether you agree with this or not.
Yeah.
To me, it always looks like J.J. McCarthy's playing street ball.
Yeah, there's a degree, absolutely, because it looks like he's just kind of winging it up there.
It looks like he's always in street ball mode.
Yeah,
right.
Like some of the throws I was watching when he's throwing to Jefferson, and I mean these aren't even close.
No.
And again, because what's happening is he's coming through, and you see his shoulder flying like wide open, and it's not even close. I'm like, how have you guys not noticed this? Or if you have noticed it, how have you guys not fixed this?
How have you not? Well, maybe you can't fix it yet, but at least start working on it.
Yeah,
like there should be some sort of progress there.
Like when you throw a ball, whether it be a baseball or football or whatever, when your front shoulder flies open, who knows where that thing's going? And you see so many throws like that from J.J. McCarthy because he's not leading the ball to where it needs to go.
And again, for the most part, you need to step. Your off foot should step towards where you're throwing the football.
Yes.
For the most part, we've seen quarterbacks be able to do it because they get good at throwing off balance, whatever.
Right.
But that's not the ideal situation. It's not how they always throw. In a certain situation, they can make that throw happen, right?
Yeah. Sometimes you have to. Yeah.
But for the most part, you need to be able to step and point your foot towards where you're throwing the football.
Yes.
And again, like you said, you can't open your shoulder, and where you end needs to be like you need to start out basically with your body aimed towards where you're going to be throwing the football.
Yep.
It's mechanics that you see all successful quarterbacks have.
Yeah. No, you're right.
And when you're looking like you're playing street ball all the time, the mechanics aren't there.
Yeah, and when you're, again, like we talked about velocity on the ball, when your mechanics are kind of out of whack, it's going to take away from velocity.
Absolutely.
It just is. Like flat out, it is.
Absolutely, because you can't just rely on shoulder strength to get the
No.
ball out there.
No.
Your shoulder strength is not going to fling that ball out there.
No.
30-yard out route or a 20-yard. You know what I mean? Like it's not. Your shoulder strength alone cannot do that.
No, that is absolutely correct. Moving on. Packers-Giants. Packers take it 27-20. The Giants, I mean, they got Jameis Winston as their quarterback, so that's entertaining, I guess. The Packers, I still don't know if they're good.
I don't know. I mean, again, it was they put together a decent game. It was the Giants with Jameis Winston.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I don't know.
And I like the one pick that Jameis threw wasn't even his fault.
No.
Literally, the receiver stopped on the route.
No, but I won money on the fact that he would throw an interception.
Well, I mean, that's easy money.
I thought it was.
But like you can see, the dude literally stopped on the route.
Yeah.
Like when he first threw it, I'm like, oh, I mean, there's a Jameis Winston we all know and love. And then they showed a replay of it, and I'm like, oh, there we go. The dude stopped on the route.
I like it. That's what I talk about a lot of times is that so many times people just see it and they instantly, your initial reaction was like, oh, there's Jameis being Jameis, right?
Yeah, but I wanted to wait until I saw the replay of it.
Right, but
and
again,
I'm like,
you waited and watched it. But so many people don't.
No.
Like, they don't care.
No, they don't care.
Because in their mind, well, that was just a bad throw.
Right.
But you waited and watched it, and you're like, well, no, that receiver just fucking quit.
Well, like, there's a game we're going to get to here shortly that is kind of that way, too. But these ones I feel were all on said quarterback.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, Packers, Giants, again, I don't know if the Packers are good. Jordan Love, is he like the most like mid quarterback ever? Or at least
at this point,
yeah,
he's
like
he's
like right in the he's like right in that
6'7".
he's like right in that mushy middle. Like sometimes he's good, other times he's terrible. I don't know what you are. Are you a Super Bowl quarterback? No, I don't think so. But we'll see how that plays out. Steelers, Bengals. Steelers thump Cincinnati 34-12. At this point, do you even bother bringing Joe Flacco back or Joe Burrow back?
No.
Like I see there's reports that he's like almost ready to go.
The only way he comes back is if he basically holds them hostage and says, "You're letting me play," or some sort of major or else, because as a team you wouldn't want to put him out there for that.
No, I think it'd be organizational malpractice if you put him out.
There's no reason to put him out there right now. And it's let him fully recover. Let him go into next season starting off fresh. There's no reason to bring him back this season.
No.
Unless he has himself in a fantasy league. I don't see this being a reason for him to come. I don't see there a reason for him to come back.
No, like I just said, I think it'd be organizational malpractice to bring him back this season.
Couldn't disagree.
You're not going anywhere.
Couldn't disagree with you.
Like you're 3-7. You're gonna have to climb over how many teams just to even get on the fringe of the playoffs, and just to maybe make it in. I don't know. To me, it doesn't seem like a smart idea. But again, this is why bad organizations stay bad.
Agreed.
As for the Steelers, I mean, 34 points on a terrible defense, kind of doing what you should do. But Aaron, I don't Is he going to be out for any extended period of time?
So I don't know.
Because I heard it was like a slight fracture in his wrist.
Yeah, basically he's got a broken wrist. They're going to cast
This is his
it.
throwing wrist?
No.
Okay.
So they're going to cast it, and I would say that, in my opinion, I think, listen, he's at the point in his career he doesn't have much time left, right?
No.
I think he's going to do everything he can to play as much as he can. I think he's going to cast it up. It's going to be hard to take snaps,
Oh, yeah.
but I think him and Tomlin will do whatever they can to get him out there.
A lot of shotgun.
A lot of shotgun.
A lot of shotgun. And this dude already hates getting hit. He can't stand getting hit.
Nope.
So if I'm...
I mean, listen, at his age, would you like getting hit all
hell
the
no.
No, bro, I wouldn't even have liked it
But if
being younger.
If
but
I'm a defensive coordinator, game
Oh.
plan. Beat at the quarterback.
yeah.
Like, I don't care. I don't care how many passes he throws, how many completions he has. Hit him as much as you can.
And I don't care if you miss a couple of draws up the middle. Your first, second, and final priority
Hit him.
is hit Aaron Rodgers.
Hit Aaron Rodgers. Like, flat out. Like, make
Yeah.
it so uncomfortable that he doesn't want to come back in.
I would say that, in my opinion, I think him and Tomlin will do whatever it can to get him out there at some point. Now, it might not be this very next game.
Right.
It might be a oh God, and his name slips my mind. The doofus that's been the backup there for fucking
Oh,
ever.
Mason Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph. That
Yeah.
guy's a doofus. Seriously, has there been anybody's face in NFL football that looked more like a doofus than him, Mason Rudolph? He looks like the biggest Gomer fucking pile motherfucker I've ever seen in my
does.
life. He's such a goober.
Chris Winkie, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. It's on that level though. Like like this dude, I just look at him and I just go, "You're a fucking goober."
Zach Wilson?
No,
Okay.
no, he didn't have goober. He was douchey.
Oh,
Zach
definitely
Wilson was douchey.
100%. But
Like his look was douche.
I mean, if you want to go true Gomer, it's one of the Mannings.
Oh no, yes,
Like,
yeah,
like, that's just Mount Rushmore, like Hall of Fame.
yeah,
Gomer.
yeah, Down syndrome,
Yes. Yes.
Eli, lies, Eli's.
I got no transition for that, so I'm just gonna read it. Whether you're buying or selling your home,
doesn't have Down syndrome?
got no transition for that. I got nothing, man. No segue, nothing. I'm just going into it. Whether you're buying or selling your home, now's the time to take advantage of having the expertise of 3 real estate agents for the price of 1 on your side. Make the right move with the right group, the Joe Wright Group. Give Craig Joe Wright, Mike Bush, and Shane Wilson a call today at 248-535-4750 to fulfill all of your real estate needs.
Sports on Tap.
That's kind of what that was. Oh, my God. Moving on. Chargers, Jaguars. I talked about this with the Chargers. Like, again, it's kind of like the Packers. Are you good? Are you bad? I don't know what you are. I have no idea.
And yeah,
And what I don't understand is why the hell Trevor Lawrence was in the game with like 7 minutes left and the game was already decided. Like, why is he still in the game? And he almost got hurt.
yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. And the fact that they blew out the Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence only was 14 to 22 for 153 yards.
Uh-huh.
And that was like one of the biggest ass whoopings that didn't look like an ass whooping stat-wise I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
The stats do not look like they put up 35 and kicked the shit out of the Chargers. They just don't.
They do not. But again, this is why I said what I said about the Chargers a couple weeks ago. I'm like, I don't know if this team is good.
They don't know if they're good.
Like, I don't get it. And this is like we started off the show with this pool of just mid. Like, I don't know if any of these teams are good. You know, I just think it's, and like you say, it goes to the any given Sunday thing. You know, like,
Yep.
okay, but is this team good? I don't know. They might be really bad. They might be good. Who the fuck knows? On any given Sunday, a team is bad. I don't know.
Some days they are really bad. I.e. this last Sunday.
Yes.
They're really bad. And some Sundays they look really good.
Right. Moving on. Rams Seahawks. Rams take it 21-19. Actually, I thought it was one of the better games of the week. I really do. But this is what I wanted to bring up with the interceptions.
Darnold.
Oof.
Yeah,
I think all four of those were on him.
He had a rough game.
He did. He went back to straight up Sam Darnold. But you look at it, you're like, wow, he threw 4 picks, and you still almost beat the Rams.
I was going to say they kicked the field goal at the end to try to win the game.
Yeah.
I mean, they still had a shot at winning that game.
They did.
And he threw 4 picks. That defense is very good.
That defense is legit.
And I know the Rams scored. Matt Stafford threw 2 more touchdowns, and Kyron Williams got another touchdown.
Yep.
But that defense is really good in Seattle. Yep. And Sam Darnold, and I like the way his teammates are rallying around him, honestly.
Yeah, they have. Absolutely.
Like they've said, if you want to blame that, fuck off, basically, because they said Sam Darnold has balled out since he's been here. That dude has carried us, is what they've said. And
true.
And I like that they're backing him up. Now, for us to talk about it, that was an old.
That's the bugaboo right there.
That was an old Sam Darnold game right there.
That's the bugaboo game.
And I think. I want to see. I'm rooting for him. I want to see him come back and just ball out again the next game. Right? I like seeing stuff like this. Like it upsets me. I don't like seeing that Geno Smith went back to being Geno Smith in Vegas. You know what I mean? Like, and again, maybe a product of the team you're on right now. Like maybe not your fault, but you definitely don't look good. Maybe there's quarterbacks that can elevate everybody, and then there's other quarterbacks that need to be helped elevated.
Yeah.
I think the quarterbacks that can elevate everybody are few and far between. I think the quarterbacks that need a good situation are more likely the ones that are the majority of quarterbacks, right? And I think a lot of these guys that we cast off are those guys.
Yeah. It's just weird. You see, like he does fine pretty much every other time he's on the field, but those big games, it's just like. It's like his brain shuts off,
Yeah.
and it's just so odd to see that because it's almost like it's coming.
But dude, there was a game a couple weeks ago, I think it was, where he threw 4 fucking touchdowns in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that's why this is so befuddling.
And you look at it and you're like, God damn! But then you have a game like this, and don't get me wrong, the Rams defense is very good too.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to take anything away from them and say that, just Sam Darnold fucking up. Sometimes defenses put a quarterback in a situation to make a bad throw because they fool him in thinking that that's going to be an open pass and they drop coverage. Or, you know what I mean? Like they can trick you too. So it's not just like it's Sam Darnold's fault, but man, he definitely did not look good in this game when it's all said and done.
No,
and hopefully he can pick it up from here because that Seattle team has a real shot. If he can keep playing well.
Agreed.
Because that defense is very good.
The defense is absolutely, and I'm not surprised that their defense is really good because of who their head coach is.
Correct.
So that makes a ton of sense. Niners Cardinals. Niners take it 41-22. I think we can put a fork in the Cardinals. They are done.
Yeah.
Niners kind of.
And Kyler Murray will never play another snap for them
hell no.
ever again.
Dude. But Jacoby Brisket, I mean, throwing 57 passes and only throwing 10 of them incomplete. That's actually kind of impressive. It really is.
Well, he's the first quarterback ever to complete 47 passes in a game.
That's actually very impressive, I got to say.
That's a record.
But the fact that you're throwing the ball 57 times is a problem.
Right. Well, and that's why nobody's ever completed 47 passes in a game before, right?
That is a problem.
I mean, he threw 57 passes and only 10 of them went so 2 were interceptions.
Yeah.
So actually only 8 of them hit the ground. He still completed 2 more than what it shows there. It just was to the other team.
But you are right with the Kyler Murray thing. He will never
play another down. He will never take another snap for Arizona ever.
Again, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go play baseball. It wouldn't surprise me in the least.
It wouldn't either. But you know what also wouldn't surprise me? What you said too. I wouldn't surprise me to see Cleveland go get him. And I just please no, don't sign me up for that shit. I'm not signed up for that.
I need it.
I am not signed up for that.
Anyway, moving on. Ravens Browns. Ravens take it 23-16. I mean, you got any thoughts on this game? Did you watch any of it?
Yes. My thoughts on this game are it's a little frustrating because Cleveland definitely had a shot in this game.
They did.
And then the injury happened, and the savior, Shadur Savior Sanders, came out and looked like fucking garbage. And not that the rest,
You can't say that.
not that the rest of the team doesn't look like garbage a lot of the time too.
You can't say that.
And not like Dylan Gabriel's been fucking great. But he at least went 7 of 10 for 68 yards. Like, I want to, hold on. Let me look up what Shadur went. Let me just look this shit up for a
Hey,
second.
against all odds, too. Remember that.
It was against all odds.
Against all odds.
All odds. But yeah, it's, they're not running the ball very well. They're not throwing the ball very well. There's not a lot that team is doing very well right now.
No.
And the fact
Because
that,
it's a bad fucking football team.
but and the fact that they were still in that game.
Does that speak more to the Browns or to the Ravens?
The Ravens. I was just about to say it speaks more to the Ravens.
Okay.
Clearly, in my opinion, it speaks more to the Ravens because there's no way Cleveland should have been in that game. Like you're playing down. Like Baltimore should not be playing a game like that.
No. But they got the win.
They did.
Which definitely keeps them in the hunt for the division in the NFC North.
Okay, so I was 100% correct earlier. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was 100% correct earlier.
Yeah.
4 for 16, a 25% passing completion percentage
Against all odds.
for 47 yards, and a 13.5 quarterback rating. On the other side of it, Dylan Gabriel, 68 yards, 7 of 10, with an 88.8 rating. So 88.8 versus 13.5. And for all you people that want to say, because he didn't get any first-team reps, his job is to be ready to go no matter what. And if he's this generational fucking talent, like all you fucking hacks like to claim he is, then guess what? The generational fucking talent would have been ready to throw the fucking football when he finally hit the fucking field. But guess what? Didn't happen. He shit the bed when he got an opportunity. Everyone's been saying he hasn't gotten an opportunity. He hasn't gotten an opportunity. He hasn't got an opportunity. Guess what? He got the opportunity. What'd he do? He fucking wiped his ass with his uniform.
This just sounds racist to me. I don't know. But
It does. I'll probably get some more death threats after this.
you are correct, though. Yes. Moving on. Broncos Chiefs. Broncos, they get 22-19. Broncos are legit. That defense is legit. I'm not saying the Chiefs are broken, but I think this is the worst we've seen this team in the Andy Reid era.
This is probably the worst offense I've seen win 9 games at this point in the season.
Oh, the Broncos?
Yeah. This offense is so bad. And Bo Nix,
Yeah.
major step back this year.
I think did we say that before the season? That he was going to have a step back?
I think I think he was along the line. We didn't say it was going to be as bad as Jaden Daniels, but
Yeah.
we did say he was going to take a step back. And again, in the same breath, we said Drake May was going to take the step forward. I would say on all 3 of those rookie quarterbacks from last year, we are 100% correct on this one right now.
But you're looking at the Chiefs and you're just like, what is wrong here? Like, what is different with this team? I'm asking you the question. What is wrong with the Chiefs?
So I would say
I mean, you don't see this, they're 1-4 away from home.
they're not finding ways for explosive plays.
Okay.
And you saw it in the first game after the first couple games, maybe even after Rashee Rice came back, right? That guy has the ability to take it to the house every time he touches the football. They're not finding ways to get him to the football. Xavier Worthy's not getting behind the defense. His speed is not. They don't have. They're not. If they have it, they're not utilizing the speed correctly. Now, they have when Travis Kelce has 13 targets, 9 catches for 91 yards and a touchdown, and he's your leading receiver. First of all, when Travis Kelce is your leading receiver at all on that team, you're in trouble. He's not getting the deep routes anymore. He's not breaking them loose for 40 and 50 yards like he used to. It's not happening. So that means he's, again, 9 catches for 91 yards on 13 targets. So he averages 9 yards a target. 9 yards a catch.
Yeah.
He's not breaking games right now.
No.
So if that's your leading receiver and he's not breaking open games, that means you're not breaking open games. And that's the biggest thing that is holding Kansas City back right now. They're not breaking open games. They don't have the speed. They don't have the game breaker. And if they do have them, they're not utilizing them correctly and they're not getting them open.
Now, do you think that is because of scheme or age or tread on the tires per se? Because they've obviously made all these deep runs and it's finally caught up to them?
It could be.
Because that's a lot of football, man.
They've played a lot of football over the last 6, 7 years, whatever.
I mean, they've gotten to the AFC Championship game, the past 6 years?
So
6, 7 years?
Something like that, yeah. I mean, and they've won the Super Bowl how many times? You know what I mean? Like, it's I would say a little bit of it is, and as much as I love Andy Reid, and I think he's one of the best coaches to ever coach, some of it is stubbornness, I think, on Andy Reid's part.
Yeah.
Is what I've done has worked up until now. It will start working again. We're just going to keep plugging away at it. I don't see many adjustments to the team they have now. I don't see enough. Again, a player like Rashee Rice should be your leading receiver every game. That guy is good.
Yeah, he is.
He's fucking good.
I mean,
the fact that the 40-year-old, maybe not that old, but the older aging Travis Kelce is your leading receiver.
That's a problem.
Says a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not an ideal game plan.
And not to mention, you see just how many times Mahomes is getting hit now.
Yep.
This dude gets hit almost. It feels like almost every time he drops back to pass now he's getting hit, or he's getting pressured, or whatever. And that takes a toll. It does.
So here's the targets for Kansas City. Now Kelce had 13 targets, 9 catches. Rashee Rice was second in targets with 9.
Okay.
And 6 catches for only 38 yards. 6 catches for only 38 yards. You're not getting him downfield enough. His catches aren't happening downfield enough.
Right.
You're not running him in routes that gets him open downfield.
Now,
You're running screens. 38 yards on 6 catches, dude. You're running screens, quick outs.
Yeah.
You're not running routes that get him open in open field. You're just not doing it.
Now, do you think that is more to the Broncos' defensive scheme?
No, the Broncos are really good on defense, right? But again, this
bracketing coverage toward him.
They're very good on the back end, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But when you look at it, it's not just this game either, though.
No.
They have not been succeeding in this area for the entire season.
Yeah.
They've shown glimpses of it, but again, it hasn't been consistently for full games. It's just not happening for them right now, and they need to adjust something. When you've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They had 10 players with a target. 10.
That's a lot.
That tells me you're struggling. Now, spreading the ball around is a good thing in certain cases.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to say you got 6 receivers involved today, one of which was a running back, or 7 receivers involved today, 2 of which were running, you know what I mean? Okay. But when you're splitting the ball around to that many guys, you don't have that many guys on your team that are game breakers. Why are you throwing the ball to these guys? If you're throwing the ball to them and it's working and you're getting guys open and you're winning games, great. But when you're losing games 22-19 and you're 5-5 on the season,
Yeah.
you're doing something incorrectly by getting that many guys targets, right?
Instead of
that
getting your playmakers.
Right, instead of your playmakers. Why are you not getting them the ball more? Why? And again, okay, Travis Kelce, 13 targets, Rashee Rice, 9. But again, you also had 13 players with fucking targets. Right. It's you. Some of those other targets need to go to your guys that can break the game open.
It's hard to disagree with you on that. It's just weird to see them struggle this bad, especially offensively. But I mean, it's hard to count that team out because, I mean, frankly,
because they are who they are.
Because they are who they are, So I mean,
they are who we thought they were,
right? We'll obviously see how that progresses throughout the rest of the season. But moving on, Lions Eagles. Do you just want to go with what Frank was talking about in the group chat? I love that he's finally come around
on this area.
on this area.
Now he said, I don't think you guys are gonna. I think you guys are expecting me to go someplace. I'm not gonna go with this, or whatever he said. No, I don't expect him to go there. I don't expect that he's gonna end up on our side of this one, right?
No.
When it comes down to the side of, like, you're gonna hate the fans and the team. No. It was years of futility before we hit that, and the good times are around right now. I don't expect you to do that when the good times are around. No. You stuck it out. The good times are here for you. I expect you to still stick it out. That's nothing we expect from you at this point.
Correct.
If you didn't give up by now, we'd be stupid to expect you to give up now. The times are actually good for them right now. They're a good football team.
Agreed.
But the fact that you finally are seeing the delusionality of the Lions fan, the general Lions fan, I again, it's a wake up call. I'm glad you saw, and I was really happy to see him put that out there. Man.
I was too.
I was like, bro, yes. Now we can relate on something. I can relate to you on the fact that you still want to root for the Lions and you want them to win, and like cool, great, absolutely, you stuck it out.
Do your thing.
But now we can relate on the fact that most Lions fans are fucking delusional morons. And I'm sorry if you hate me for that. Hate me for that. I might get death threats and hate mail for this one too. No, you are delusional morons most of the time.
I mean, we've
And most of them don't know football.
True.
There's a lot of bandwagons ones right now.
Yeah.
That dude, I heard one the other day. Now, I just don't know. I'm a big fan of David Montgomery, and I just don't know why. Like, he always falls forward for a couple of yards, and I don't understand why they don't get him more carries. I mean, all he does is, even if he gets hit at the line of scrimmage, he's going to fall forward for 3, 4, 5 yards. Yeah, it's him. It's what he always does. Now, I understand Gibbs is great and all, but I think you need to give more carries to David Montgomery, and they would win more games, and it would be more beneficial for them. I'm sorry. At this fucking point, you've lost all credibility to me. Okay, because David Montgomery, as decent of a running back as he might be at times, you're saying to take carries away from a generational talent like Jahmyr Gibbs, as much as I fucking hate saying that, because I hate saying good shit about the Lions, you're saying take carries away.
He's a top 3 back in the league, dude.
Dude, he had over 100 yards receiving as a running back. Every screen they threw him, every pass they threw him, he was getting 20 and 30-yard chunks out of it.
Yep.
You're going to go on a radio show. You're going to go out there and say, as a Lions fan, you think that they're not succeeding because they don't give David Montgomery, the guy who falls forward for a couple yards every fucking time, more carries. You're a dumbass. You're stupid, and I don't think anything you have to say about football makes any sense. You took all credibility away from yourself. Go sit and watch football like a dum-dum. And just when they win, be excited. When they lose, be upset. And don't say any more about the actual game of football, you fucking moron. I'm fired up.
I see that. It was kind of funny. I was going to work, and obviously you're talking about the game. I'm like, before we talk about this, if you blame that loss on that pass interference,
bro,
stop. I'm going to immediately stop you.
Bro. Okay. Was it a bad call?
It was.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
100% it was.
Yep. I've seen that call in every game on Sunday. I saw that kind of pass interference call in every game on Sunday.
Yeah.
Every one.
It's a terrible call.
It's a terrible call, but I saw it in every game.
That said, you had plenty of opportunities to win that game and do more than you did.
Detroit shit the bed in that game.
Here's an idea. Maybe don't go for it every 4th down. Like, you saw that the Eagles couldn't move the fucking ball, right? But no, instead of pinning them deep, knowing they can't move the ball, no, give it to them like with good field position so they can at least, have a better chance to get points. No, we're not going to do that. We're just going to go because that's our mentality. We go for it. I'm all for aggressiveness. I like it until it's stupid.
But this is their downfall sometimes, right?
I agree with you. Yes.
Because it's all great. Dan Gamble's great.
Right. Until it's stupid.
Until everyone starts to see. Philadelphia saw every trick play, every fourth. They saw it all coming.
Yes.
And that's what helped them win that game. Philadelphia didn't play good.
No.
They didn't play a good game.
Philadelphia's offense is.
It's inept.
I don't know what's going on with that.
It's inept.
Holy
And
shit.
actually, the Lions game in this offense was their offense was inept. Other than Gibbs, honestly, they were inept.
I mean, I'll give credit. I'll give credit to Philly's defense though.
Baby hands Goff, dude. That was bad. But anyway, I want to give you a stat based on talking about Dan Gamble and only 2 teams since 2000 have gone 0 for 5 or worse on fourth down in a game.
Yeah.
Only 2 since 2000. So 25 years. 2022 it was the Lions. 0 for 6. 2025 it was the Lions 0 for 5.
Yeah.
2 teams.
And it's both the Lions.
Both the Lions, both Dan Gamble.
Right.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
I suppose. Obviously, it generally works more often than not. It does. But again, there's certain times.
But when it doesn't, it fails miserably.
Right. And did you going 0 for 5 cost you the game? No, but it certainly didn't help.
I mean, if you pick up 2 of those, you're probably in the game more than you are at the end of it.
Right. Or if you want to, again, like I talked about, instead of going for it, maybe pin them
deep
deep.
because their
their
offense
offense
is
is inept.
their offense is fucking anemic.
So let them punt the ball to you, so you get good field position with your quote unquote dynamic offense. But here's where that is the problem. Jared Goff, like to Frank's point, he hates Jared Goff. It's funny because what he's saying is, if you kind of look at it, not exactly wrong.
It's not.
That when he gets pressured and plays outside in cold weather, not great.
Not gonna complete
Not
many
great.
passes anyway.
And I'm not saying that he can't do it in
No.
those type of conditions, but I'm saying up until this point, the results have not been ideal.
Nope.
So,
Nope.
anyways,
On that note, maybe you went out somewhere to watch that Lions game. And if you're going to go out to watch the Lions game this week, I would choose Tap and Barrel Grill in Shelby Township.
Yeah.
They're one of the newest sports bars in Metro Detroit. They have an upscale sports bar, which features over 40 craft beers on tap, handcrafted cocktails, a delicious scratch-made food menu. Vouch for that. It's fantastic. The comfortable feel, attentive staff, and fine dining food options make it a must-visit spot for sports fans and foodies alike. Whether you're going to watch the big game like the Lions game or see the Pistons game tonight or any other game, or you're just looking for a great meal, Tap and Barrel Grill has you covered. Tap and Barrel Grill, visit them at 50055 Van Dyke Avenue in Shelby Township or go to tapandbarrelgrill.com.
and the last game was the Monday Nighter Cowboys-Raiders. Both these teams suck. And
Done.
like seriously,
And game over.
yeah, these teams are not very good. So, anyways,
All right.
we don't have picks, correct?
We do.
We do have
well, so I don't have
Last
the
week's.
updated from last week, right? I will get those next week. It's been a rough couple weeks for us here.
Fair enough.
But we have picks this week, so
We do.
let's get into them.
This segment is brought to you by the Joe Wright Group.
If this will actually pull up on my computer.
Well, so I do have the picks from week 10, which we didn't announce last week, so I can give those,
Oh, sure.
right? Because we didn't do those last week, so I have those.
Yeah. Do it.
All right, so, and really the only reason I want to do it is because I won one of the categories. It was, I didn't do very well in the week, but I was the number one picking in college
Yeah?
at 5-1.
Oh, good job, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I was surprised by that, honestly.
Yeah. Solid.
Yeah, I was equally surprised at how bad I did at the NFL picks, but we'll get to that in a second. Eric was second at 4-2 in college picks. Chris and Frank, you were both 3-3. Allison was 2-4.
See what happens when you don't have Chat GPT make your picks?
Oh, don't speak too fast. Then in the NFL picks,
Yeah.
I got my lock correct in week 10 with Indy.
Yeah.
But I went 4-7 in NFL picks. You and Allison led the NFL picks at 7-4. And you didn't have the same exact picks. So it's not like we could say you guys conspired and just picked all the same picks. You didn't.
I like it.
Frank and Eric were 6-5. I'm sorry, Frank and Alicia were 6-5. And I was 4-7. So overall for the week, Chris and Eric, you won the week at 10-7 each. And then myself, Frank, and Allison were all 9-8. So we were all right there with each other at the end. At that point in time, I'm not going to give the overalls because the overalls now are going to change for this week. But that was who won that week, and that's what those numbers are. I will add up week 11's numbers before our next show. But let's do week 12's picks. Chris, fire them away, brother.
All right, starting off, we have Miami laying 16.5, taking on Virginia Tech. We all took Miami.
You was farting in bathtubs and laughing your ass off.
Next, we got Michigan laying 13.5, taking on Maryland. Joe, you and me took Maryland. Everybody else took Michigan.
You're a loser.
Next, we got Missouri taking on Oklahoma. Oklahoma's laying 7.5. Joe, myself, and Frank took Oklahoma. Eric and Allison took Missouri. After that, we got USC taking on Oregon. Oregon's laying 9.5. We all took Oregon except Lady Friend. She took USC.
Never go for a retard.
Got that right. TCU taking on Houston. Houston's laying 1.5. Joe, you and I took Houston. The rest took TCU.
Joe agrees.
Joe does not agree because you took Houston and they took TCU. After that, we got Pitt.
Joe agrees with Chris.
Joe agrees with me. There you go.
Joe agrees.
Next, we have Pitt taking on Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech's laying 2.5. Joe, you took Pitt. Eric and myself and Lady Friend took Georgia Tech, and Frank took Pitt as well.
You can't let that shit happen. You can't.
After that, we got Tennessee laying 4.5, taking on Florida. I remember when this game used to mean something. It doesn't really anymore. But we all took Tennessee except Lady Friend. Lady Friend took Florida.
If you got a little wiener and some tiny nuts.
And after that, we got BYU laying 2.5, taking on Cincinnati. Joe, Eric, and Allison took the Mormons. Myself and Frank took Cincinnati.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
Moving on to the NFL slate. First up, we got the Bills laying 5.5, taking on the Texans. Joe, you and myself took Houston. The rest of them took Buffalo.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off then.
I said that to my mom the other day.
That was for CJ Stroud.
I said that to my mom the other day. She actually laughed. That was funny.
This guy here is dead.
Yeah.
Cross him off then.
I mean, if you... Yeah, never mind. Within the constraints of the conversation, it made sense, but...
I'll...
Yeah.
Maybe tell me after?
I will.
Okay.
Next, we got Minnesota taking on Green Bay. Green Bay is laying 6.5. Joe and Allison took Green Bay. The rest of us took Minnesota.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
After that, we got the Colts taking on the Chiefs. Chiefs laying 3.5. Joe, you took KC. The rest of us took Indianapolis.
Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island?
Next, we got Pittsburgh taking on Chicago. Chicago's laying 3. Not even a hook on this one. We all took Chicago except Lady Friend. Lady Friend took Pittsburgh.
Oh no! We suck again!
Next, we got Jacksonville laying 2.5, taking on Arizona. Joe, you and I took Arizona. The rest of them took Jacksonville.
No, I sound drunk.
We'll see another Jacoby Brisket masterclass. Let's go. Next, we got Philly laying 3.5, taking on Dallas. Joe, you took Dallas. The rest of us took Philadelphia.
Okay, a simple wrong would have done just fine, but...
Next, we got Tampa Bay taking on the Rams. Rams laying 7. I'm going to have to look at that again. I think it's 7.5. But you and I took Tampa Bay. The rest of them took the Rams.
The Rams. Nope, it's even 7.
Is it even 7? Okay, cool.
Okay, a simple wrong would have done just fine, but...
Next is Carolina taking on San Francisco. San Francisco's laying 6.5. We all took San Francisco except Frank.
I'm not an ass.
And the final game of the week, which is also the most important game of the week, as per usual, Giants, Lions. Lions laying 10.5. We all took the Lions.
If we take a fucking tight end, I quit!
And those are this week's picks.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. Give us a like, a share, and a follow on our social media like Facebook, Twitter,
Oh,
Instagram,
there is
Twitch,
one
and
more
YouTube.
thing.
Oh, way to cut
Quickly,
me off,
sorry,
man.
sorry
No,
about
it's all right.
that.
Go ahead.
Did you watch Cena's last Raw?
No, fuck no.
Okay.
I haven't watched any wrestling in a long time. I can't watch it right now, man. I'm really frustrated
I
with it.
watched it because me and Frank were talking about it. I watched it because I'm like, all right, it's Cena's last Raw, like whatever. And it just made me realize why I don't watch it anymore. It's fucking garbage.
Yep.
It's so bad.
Yep. I have stopped watching it.
Everything is so predictable. Everything.
It's easy for me to stop watching it this time of year because there's football on, and
Yeah.
I've got other things to watch. And I'll be honest with you, I got started watching a show called Landman, which is
Yeah,
a
it looks good. I
fucking
would like to watch
great
that.
show.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Billy Bob Thornton,
Yeah.
that dude just plays a great character in everything he's in.
Yeah.
I love the show. It's season 2 just came out, and I started watching the first season.
Okay.
So I'm gonna catch up. No, I don't watch wrestling. Usually this time of year is when I kind of get out of it a little bit. I will end up watching War Games. Actually, no, I won't, because I don't pay that amount of money for it anymore. When I had it on Peacock, I would watch it. Now, that's the other reason why I got out of watching it. I'm not paying that kind of money for it anymore. I'm not paying for the ESPN subscription for $30 a fucking month. I have enough subscriptions.
I have it with my DirecTV stream.
Yeah, what? ESPN Plus or whatever it is? The ESPN? It comes with your stream?
It's part of my sports package.
So you get the pay-per-views?
You get the bundle with it. So you get the ESPN, the Disney Plus, and Hulu.
Oh, wow, okay. Wow, you get the so you just pay for DirecTV stream and you get those 3 for
Depending on what package you get, yes.
Wow. Well, I mean, I already pay for like Hulu and all that, but like I'm not like I
don't blame you.
I don't have the desire to pay for ESPN stuff, right? I don't really like ESPN anyway.
No.
I'm glad that ESPN came back to YouTube TV. Now I get to watch Monday Night Football, but like other ESPN stuff, I don't watch. So for me, I watch enough sports on the other channels I have.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay that kind of money to watch wrestling.
Oh, fuck no. You kidding
There's
me?
no fucking way I'm doing that. So in that case, I'm not watching any more pay-per-views.
That's why.
So again, I'm going to watch even less.
When they did that, I'm like, this isn't going to work the way you guys think it's going to work. Like
no, because again, I'm one of the people that I was willing to watch them before I had other things and other abilities to watch them.
Like
I already had Netflix. I already had Peacock.
Yeah.
I watch them. I want to watch them.
I hate the fact that it's on fucking Netflix.
I don't like it.
I think it's dumb.
Yeah, I don't like it. I preferred it more when it was on regular TV, where I could watch it on regular TV.
Yeah.
But also, the pay-per-view's fine on Peacock. Great. Okay.
Yeah.
But now you got to go to this place to watch this. You got to go to this place to watch this. You got to go to this place to watch this. It's like, dude, you're making everybody get 150 streaming services, man. Fuck you. I have enough, and I have those ones for a reason. I have shows or movies or things I want to watch on them. And again, it's at this point for me, it's not all about just me. I have some that are just for my daughter. So I'm not going to have some for her, some for me, and then I'm going to get another one just to watch wrestling. I'm going to get another one for that. No, I have enough streaming services. I'm not getting any more, which means fuck you. You don't get any more of my money.
I don't blame you at all.
So yeah, no, I haven't watched wrestling in a while. And again, typically this time of year I get out of watching it because there's so much football on to watch and like there's hockey and all that's like I'd rather watch all that this time of year. I watch it more in when it gets into the spring and summer months where really it's only baseball going on and then there's less to watch and wrestling kind of fills some of that void. No desire to watch it. And part of the no desire is also it is bad.
It's a bad product, man. It's really bad. Like
as much as we used to say Hunter or Triple H was good for wrestling, I think he's swung around to where it's equally as bad at this point. I like it's not good. It's so predictable. It's bad television.
Yeah, it is. Again, when you can like basically predict everything that's going to happen, it's like okay, man, I'm out. I'm done.
Yep.
So, anyways.
All right. On that note,
yes.
Give us a like, a share, and a follow on our social media, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. You can find all of our podcasts on your favorite podcast provider. As always, check out SOTDET.com. Click on shop, buy some stuff. We'd appreciate it. While you're there, click on our sponsors' logos. Give them a like, a share, and a follow as well. SOTDET.com. On behalf of Chris, I'm Joe. We are Sports on Tap Detroit. See you next Tuesday.
And that is it for us today.
No! God, please, no!
Bye. Have a great time.
No! God!
Bye, guys.
No, 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 no!
Bye, buddy.
No!
Goodbye.
No!
Goodbye.
No!
It's never goodbye.
You know, we've been through our ups and been through our downs.
You were meant to be here tonight.
You guys will always be in my heart.
Great moments are born from great opportunity.
I think the most important part is that we all stay together throughout.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Live. Fight like hell. The best thing I have ever done, the best thing I will ever do, is be a dad.
God, I love you guys.